Hi everyone, Leanne from No Cure for Happy. I just wanted to let you know that I've had quite a day. Um, I haven't really updated you guys lately on what's been going on, so I'll try to make it brief. As you're well aware, I have disease progression in spite of being on treatment, and it has literally been the darkest period of, I think, my life, to be honest. I think having my son in the NICU when he was first born is probably like at the top of that chart, and then right below it would be this. So I'm just going to be raw and honest with you because I know that a lot of you are going through the same thing and the same uncertainty, and I just wanted you to know that you have my support. And in letting you know that you have my support, that it's a it's a closed loop. I know that I'll get the support that I need from my community that I love and adore so much. So thanks in advance for all the positive comments that are sure to come my way. I'll start with what is going on. So I had a bone biopsy and it was suboptimal, which was really upsetting because bone biopsies are not fun. And luckily, we had still some samples from my lavage from March 2024 that we submitted as well. The good news is that I have no known genetic mutations that we were able to discern or uncover from the samples that were provided. And so we started to try to brainstorm what the other possibilities for the disease progression could be. And one really smart thought that occurred between myself and my oncologist was the effects of my Crohn's disease on my GI tract, because I'm currently not being treated for my Crohn's and I haven't had any treatment since February of last year because it's such an immunosuppressant, and I just fear the risks of lymphoma and melanoma that go along with being on a biologic treatment for Crohn's. So I've opted to stay off of that. And yes, of course, I've been flaring. So what a flare-up with Crohn's does is it activates the inflammatory process in your GI tract. And because I'm taking oral meds, oral targeted therapy, and oral hormone therapy, as well as an injection, I may not actually have optimal therapeutic drug levels in my system. And so we're taking a shot in the dark, and we are increasing my dose of ribociclib from 400 milligrams a day to 600 milligrams a day. And then because there's no therapeutic drug monitoring for either the anastrozole, which is the aromatase inhibitor, or the ribociclib / Kisqali, we are, like I said, increasing my dose of Kisqali, and then as a surrogate for therapeutic drug monitoring for the anastrozole, we're just going to do some blood work to determine whether or not I have any trace amounts of estrogen still showing up, so that we can identify whether it's the hormone treatment or the anastrozole or both that are not optimal for having a therapeutic benefit. So it's early days. We won't know until we know, and I have a PET scan coming up, and so we'll know more then. Today was a particularly rough day because I had my radiation treatment today. I had 2 treatments to do 2 different areas to target pain, and I'm in a significant amount of pain from the radiation. It has a bit of an inflammatory response initially, and it can take up to 10 days for the pain relief factor to kick in. So cross my fingers that we get some pain relief pretty soon, just in time for golf season, right? And beyond that, I'm happy that we are operating under the assumption that I have no known genetic mutations. And so going forward, I don't believe that I'll need any more radiation unless I have other lesions that crop up that are painful, in which case we can address it and cross those bridges when we get to them. Further to that, I went and did my OncoHelix test today, so that will be submitted, and then that will determine whether or not I have a genetic enzyme abnormality that causes a dysfunction in a particular chemo pill, that if we decide to pivot systemic therapies, that we may pivot to this chemotherapy pill. But if I have that particular genetic enzyme, it can create a deadly overdose, even just from one dose. So we need to clear me for the safe administration of that pill. Beyond that, I've been really working hard on a self-advocacy project with respect to being denied treatment at my local treatment center, just simply because I chose my primary oncology to be in a different zone, which is just wrong. It's just all kinds of wrong. I'll maybe make a separate video on what my self-advocacy has looked like, but I have made some headway, just so that you know. I have found success in getting the proper approvals to get my treatments closer to home so that I don't have to undergo undue hardship, especially during winter driving conditions, in order to access my timely and very essential monthly injections. So that's all for me for now. If anyone has any questions or comments or words of support or love, they're always welcome. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to catch you soon again in the next video. Love you. Bye.